Hello students, welcome back to another online class. Today the class is going to be very special and very interesting. You know why? Because we're going to learn about cartoons, which is your favorite, right? Okay, so today also we're going to learn about general knowledge, and the chapter is 11 and the topic is about I love cartoons. So do you love cartoons? For me, personally, I love cartoons, so I'm raising my hands. All right. Okay. So I'm sure you must be watching Cartoon Network channel at home, right? So I'm sure you all will have a favorite cartoon character. I also have a favorite cartoon character. So today we will be learning some of the cartoon character, and as we learn, I will be telling you my cartoon character, my favorite cartoon character. So are you ready for that? If you are, then let's get started. All right? Okay. So here are some of the cartoon pictures. So we will be learning about them. Okay. So here is the first cartoon picture that I would like to introduce to you all. He is none other than Chota Pim, right? Pim, 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 Chota Pim, remember? Okay, so this is Chota Pim, and this is how he looks like. And he is a 9-year-old boy, and he is from the cartoon world, right? Okay, so Chota Pim has a family. It's like a family to him. Why? Because these are his friends. His friends. We can see Jutki. Okay, we can here and the rest of his friends. All right? Okay. Now, Chota Pim has a secret. You know that? Okay. So, Chota Pim, he used to eat lattu. Lattu. Okay. Lattu is round in shape and it's yellow in color and it's very sweet to eat. All right. So, Chota Pim loves to eat lattu, and this is the reason why he used to be very strong. Okay, so when Chota Pim eats the lattu, he used to grow bigger, bigger, bigger. All right, and this is not the end of the story. He grows bigger and bigger, also very strong. Look at the picture. Chota Pim, taking the rock, this big rock, the way he is giving this kick to the dragon. All right. So this is how Chota Pim used to grow bigger and stronger by eating lattu. Okay. All right. Now Chota Pim is a cartoon show, and when we are watching Chota Pim, I'm sure you will also be learning a moral lesson. All right. So today I will be sharing some of the moral lessons that I used to learn personally when I watched Chota Pim. You must all be, surprised, but I do watch Chota Pim. Okay, all right. So this is the reason why I have already mentioned this to you. Chota Pim becomes super strong when he eats lattu. All right. Okay. Now Chota Pim tells us to be honest, wise, and brave. Okay. So this is the first moral lesson for me by watching the cartoon show. I'm sure when you're watching the cartoon show, that is Chota Pim, you will be learning lots of lessons, right? But today I'm going to share just my point of view. All right, so Chota Pim tells us to be honest, wise, and brave. He also tells us not to be jealous. This is very important. For example, see, your mother buys a toy car for your brother. You should not be jealous of it. Why? Because at the end of the day, you're going to play together. So never be jealous when your mother buys a toy for your siblings. In fact, you should be happy for them. All right. So the second takeaway lesson that I learned is not to be jealous. Okay. The third is about staying united. So I'm sure you are staying with your family. So you have to respect your mother, you have to respect your father, and you have to stay united with them. Okay? All right. So this is the third moral lesson that we learn from Chota Pim cartoon. And the next moral lesson that I learned from this cartoon show is about, being kind, loving, and giving. All right. So for example, see, when you are going to school and your mother has, baked a tiffin of maybe around 5 samosa, okay, and there is this friend of yours who does not have anything to eat. So out of this 5, you should at least give one to your friend. That is what is called being giving. All right. So these are the moral lessons that we learn from the cartoon show Chota Pim. Okay. All right. Now this is my favorite cartoon show ever, and this is none other than Tom and Jerry. So this is Tom and this is Jerry, right? Now here, you all know about Tom and Jerry show. You know that Tom and Jerry, they used to fight with one another so much, right? And both of them are very mischievous. In fact, Jerry is very mischievous, and they are termed as the legendary rivals in the cartoon world, right? Okay, sometimes Jerry will tease Tom, and Tom will get angry, and Tom will start, chasing Jerry, right? Okay, but this cartoon show also has a moral life lesson which tells us, okay, so the moral lesson that we learned is, no matter how much they fight, Tom and Jerry do not live without each other. At the end of every episode, they are always together. Okay, they're always together. So the first moral lesson that we learn from Tom and Jerry is as such that life is never going to be very smooth. Yes or no? There is going to be ups and downs. There is going to be struggles. There is going to be difficulties. But you have to learn to embrace life. Because at the end of the day, it is your life, and how you live your life and how you look at your life depends on you, right? Another moral lesson that we learn from Tom and Jerry is, you want to know? Size does not matter. For example, see, Jerry is this much small, however, Tom is this much big. But you know that Jerry is so clever that Jerry is the one who always used to win, right? So the second lesson that we can learn from Tom and Jerry is that size does not matter. As long as you have your mind, you have a strong mind, then you can achieve great things in life. Clear? All right. Now here, this is another cartoon character, and this is Mickey Mouse. So interesting character again. So Mickey Mouse is a cheerful mouse, and he is very creative, very talented and very creative. And this is what Mickey Mouse wears: a white gloves, a red shorts, and a large yellow shoes. All right. And let me tell you one very interesting fact about Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse has a sweetheart, which means Mickey Mouse has a girlfriend, and she is Minnie Mouse. So Minnie Mouse is the sweetheart of Mickey Mouse. Okay? All right. Now Mickey Mouse cartoon symbolizes happiness and fun. All right? So we should learn to stay happy in life. We should also learn to stay active, and we should also have fun in life. That is what we learn from the Mickey Mouse cartoon show. Clear? All right. Now this is Dora. This is Dora. So Dora is an 8-year-old cartoon character, and she is very brave and courageous, and she loves to explore. That's why she has a best friend by the name Boots. Everybody knows that she has a best friend named Boots. And they used to go for an adventure, right? They used to go for an adventure. They used to go for exploring the world. All right. So the Dora cartoon show reflects and represents one very important lesson, and that is about true friendship. True friendship. See, Dora and Boots together. They are always together in times of difficulties, in times of happiness. They are always together. All right. Okay. Now this is another cartoon character. Again, my favorite. And this is Doraemon, right? Doraemon. So Doraemon has a very close friend named Nobita. Everybody knows him. And you know that Nobita is very lazy, right? And he always used to rely on Doraemon, right? And these two are inseparable. They're always together. Now, Doraemon is a very loyal friend of Nobita. Okay. Also, some of the main characters of Doraemon are Shizuka, right? Sunio, and everybody knows him. He is Jian, right? So Doraemon, we all know that Doraemon has an extensive knowledge in science, which means he's very clever and he has an advanced knowledge in technology. And you know, Doraemon, he has a 40 pocket. Remember 40 pocket? Okay, 40 pocket. And out here, he used to give all technology, okay, all his gadgets. My favorite gadget from Doraemon is Anywhere Door. This is my favorite gadget. The reason this is using this door, you can go anywhere. And I love to explore the other world, you know, the other countries. So Anywhere Door is a very fascinating gadget of Doraemon. All right. So the lesson that we learn from Doraemon is about friendship. See, Doraemon, Seijuga, Jian, Tunyo, and Nobita, they are very, very close friends, and it talks about friendship, all right? And also family. Why family? Because Nobita, he has a mother, he has a father, and he used to give a lot of respect, yes or no? So it talks about family as well, all right? And it also talks about perseverance. You have to be really hardworking. Unlike like Nobita, who is very lazy, but there is this Doraemon who always helps him out and always used to tell him not to be lazy. And at the end of every episode, even Nobita tries his best, right? So these are some of the moral lessons that we learn from the Doraemon cartoon show. All right, okay. Another cartoon character, and this is Penta. Penta. Okay, so Penta has an incredible watch. Okay, this is how the watch looks, and the watch is called Omnitrix. The name of the watch is Omnitrix, and with the help of this watch, you know, Penta can turn himself into different types of superheroes. Okay, so there is a particular tagline for Penta when he turns into heroes, and that is "Time to go hero." All right, so that is about Penta. Now we have another interesting cartoon character, and that is none other than Donald Duck. Donald Duck, one of the oldest cartoon character ever. Okay, and this is how Donald Duck looks like, and he wears a cap. Donald Duck wears a bow tie, and he also wears a sailor shirt. Sailor, you know a sailor? A person who sails in a ship. Okay, so this is how Donald Duck looks like. Now, two very interesting lessons that we learn from Donald Duck is about not to be fake. You have to be yourself. You cannot fake yourself, right? For example, see, you love maybe Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, okay, but you cannot act like him. You cannot fake like you are Cristiano Ronaldo because you're not, right? So we should not fake in life. That is the first moral lesson that we learn from Donald Duck. The second moral lesson that we learn from Donald Duck is not to give up. Don't give up. Never give up. For example, in the first term, you score very less in math. You should not give up. You should give your best and you should try your best, and that is how you should get more marks in the second term exam. That is how we do not give up. All right? So Please remember this very two moral lessons, and do not just remember but practice in your life as well. Okay? Now the another cartoon character which is again very interesting, and he is none other than Shin Shan. Shin Shan is a very mischievous 5-year-old boy. He is very naughty, however very clever, and he is multi-talented. He can sing, he can dance, he can swim, So he is Shin Shan. Despite of his mischievousness, okay, he really used to take care of his parents. He loves his parents. He loves his sister. All right. So the moral lesson that we learn from the cartoon show of Shin Shan is, see, Shin Shan pointing towards us and telling us to love our parents, to love our siblings and grandparents. So Shin Shan is telling us to love our parents, to love our brother and sister, and also to love our grandfather and also our grandmother. All right. This is all about the cartoon characters. All right. So now I have a small classwork for which we will be doing it together. Now this classwork session is the most interesting session for me because I get to, have fun with you all. All right. So the classwork is about identifying this particular cartoon character. Can you tell me the name of this cartoon character? She, because she's wearing a pink frock, so she is none other than Peppa Pig. You all must be watching this at home, right? Okay. Now the next classwork is about telling me the name of this cartoon show. What is the name of this cartoon show? You and a little girl. At the count of 3, you have to tell me the answer. So 1, 2, 3. So this cartoon show is none other than Masha and the Bear, right? Okay, now I have a homework, and this homework is again very interesting because you are going to draw. Okay, so you have to draw any 5 of your favorite cartoon character and you have to color it. So you draw any 5 of your cartoon character, which those cartoon characters may not be here in the presentation. However, you can draw them. That is your choice. Okay, so any 5 of your favorite cartoon character you have to draw and you have to color it. All right, so this is it for today. This is all about I love cartoons from chapter number 11, and I'm sure you all have also learned a lot from this class, right? So when you're watching a cartoon show, a humble request to you all, do not just watch for the sake of watching it, but try to learn some moral values, and inculcate it in your life. In a sense, put it into practice. Learn, watch, learn, and practice. That is what I wanted to tell you all. All right. And this is it for today. A big thank you to all of you. I will see you all again in my next video. Till then, you please take care of yourself and bye-bye.